Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work first. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about what rivalry? Like, we own you. We own conference bragging rights. A lot of positives for Louisville a year ago.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hauser. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Brooks. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks the tackle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just keep swinging it. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. You do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle. It's Hauser. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They'll go to the air. races to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
That's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Back to pass. Here's the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. On the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
Trying to move them on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
Well, sudden change situation. You've got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Brooks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Completes it in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
It's picked off. And that's number 10. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Dropping back, it's Barrett. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal. The left, he's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. Wide open downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking downfield, it's Barrett. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the income.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Finds the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Barrett. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Gilmore. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that's going to tie it up.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Running game got stuffed on 1st down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Barrett. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him, and the ball squirts out, keeping their own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie Barr, the new
touchdown Cardinals. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown game.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Barrett. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's caught. It's Gore. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches it.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll grind out a few tough yards, and that'll probably be the final play of this period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the 4th quarter, now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Pulls it in, it's Gilmore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gore. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll try to pop the draw. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that fresh.
Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Kentucky going quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The clock winds down with the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Finds a little space. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Barrett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Maybe it was just in the cards as Louisville takes home this rivalry game, and they will